start.
So, good morning everyone. Today we will present the transformation of Eastern Europe after the World War II and till the modern time. So, let's start first with the vision of the European post Second World War. After Second World War, the Europe was divided into two parts between communist states and the democratic capitalist states. Winston Churchill in 1946 called this border between two systems, two regimes, like the Iron Curtain. It was not just like the term; it was also like had a political meaning and also ideological division. So Mikhail Gorbachev introduced the policies like glasnost, openness, and perestroika, restructuring in the 1980s. It was one of the end point of the weakening the communist system in the Eastern Europe and also in the Soviet Union. And also it marked the start of the democratization and market economies in this region. So firstly, one of the movements was happened in Poland. The Solidarity movement was founded in 1980s, was founded by workers because of their rights under communist system. They started to gain their rights by movements. And it was also inspiration for other states to get off from the communism and start point to the democratization in their states. So one of the example of peace division of two nations was Czechoslovakia. It was divided by two separate nations, the Czech Republic and Slovakia. It was the peaceful resolution to national aspiration by division of the two nations. And Hungary is the first opening Eastern Bloc country. It was one of the first country who opened their borders to another capitalist states like Austria. It was it helped the East Germans to escape from the East Germany to Austria and also to West Germany. And it also was a significant moment of the declining of the communist control in Eastern Europe. Hungary also started to engage a multi-party system and implement economic changes and moving towards the market economy, setting a precedent for other European countries. So the first countries declared independence from Soviet Union was Baltic states, Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia. They firstly declared their independence from Soviet Union and make a shift towards their political and economic system. So to gain better economy, they successfully joined in 2004 to European Union and NATO to enhance their security and economic ties with Western countries. So after gaining independence from Soviet Union, Baltic states adopted new democratic governance and implemented market economic of market-oriented reforms leading to significant economic growth and development, moving towards capitalism.
Well, let's talk about one of the smallest countries in Europe, Moldova. Despite some economic challenges, Moldova is still considered one of the poorest countries in Eastern Europe because of some economical challenges. The profound reasons are economic instability and limited resources, which are hinders its growth and development, and also it has impact on the quality of life of their citizens. Again, one of the Eastern Europe countries, Belarus, where has maintained a strong authoritarian regime under President Alexander Lukashenko since 1994, with limiting political freedoms and suppressing dissent. Actually, the government itself has a solid controls over media and restricts civil liberties, and it kind of portrays Belarus as a last dictatorship in Europe. And also, the main desire of the population of Belarusian people are gaining democracy. According to some statistics, there are limited progress towards democracy. The population has experienced economic challenge and political repression with widespread protests that happened in recent years. And many Belarusians aspire for democratic reforms and better relations with the West. As you know, Belarus has still a connection with Russia, and Russia has kind of obstacles to connect with West. That's why, as well as Russia and Belarus, cannot have a solid bond with West, especially US. So, I'm not sure, but some of you are still thinking the Russian-Ukraine war was started in 2022, but it was official. But everything was started in 2014 with annexation of Crimea by Russia and start of conflict in eastern Ukraine. It was the first stage of the conflict between Russia and Ukraine. After that, Minsk agreements aimed to cease hostiles, but were only partially successful with ongoing skirmishes. And after that, 2019, Volodymyr Zelensky came to the main stage as a president of Ukraine and resolution to the conflict. And after that, 2022, the conflict escalated into full-scale war following Russian invasion of Ukraine in February, and it's still ongoing in that area. As we know that in 2019, the collapse of the Soviet Union was the main shift in politics in Europe, but there was another, Yugoslavia. So, the breakup of Yugoslavia in 1990s was marked by a series of violent conflicts, primarily driven by ethnic tensions and national sentiments. The wars in Croatia, Bosnia, and Kosovo resulted in significant loss of life and displacement of population, creating humanitarian crisis in the region. As you can see on the right side of the PPT, how many people were killed. Actually, there was 36,700 people was killed, and the military personnel were killed was 2 times higher than. So the total casualties was nearly 2 million at that time. So actually, the Bosnian War started from 1992 and 1995 was one of the brutal conflict. It was kind of genocide that's happening in Middle East right now. That's called the Srebrenica massacre, where thousands of Bosniak men were killed. Actually, logically, the conflict drew international attention and intervention, leading to the Dayton Agreement in 1995. Actually, the main intention of this agreement was bring a peace and stability in Bosnia and Herzegovina. After that, the Kosovo War and NATO intervention. The Kosovo War started the last years of 1998 and lasted 1999. Escalated to the fragmentation of Yugoslavia, leading to NATO intervention and the eventual declaration of independence by Kosovo in 2008. But as we know, not all countries just admitted Kosovo as a country, and still there are some challenges to join the European Union. The conflict was characterized by ethnic cleansing against the Albanian population and widespread human rights violations. So, stable democracies in the European Union. Some of Eastern European nations have successful transition, for example, Hungary, Poland, and some Baltic countries. But there is still instability in, as I said, Belarus and Moldova, and Romania, some of the parts. There are some important struggles, kind of corruption, authoritarianism, economic challenges affecting their citizen quality of life. So, as a conclusion, contrasting paths in Eastern Europe, as I said, some of the parts are transitioned economically very successfully, but there are some parts still unsuccessful to have a stable economy and can trade with West. So, this contrast highlights the ongoing struggles faced by various nations in the region as they navigate their post-communist trajectories. So that was a conclusion. Thank you.
Well, that's the end? Well, you didn't cover the geography. There is a geography part.
As a geography, we just include some countries.
All right, okay, because this part is more like a history, and then the next part is a geography. So they had the Romania and like different regions. That part is more important, but anyway.
We thought that we unify the social side and cultural side.